That could have been my father. That could have been my brother. That could have been my cousin. That could have been my friend. That could have been any of us, you know? Could have been any of us, you know? You just never know. Alright, so I was kind of iffy about recording this video. Let me turn that music off so we don't get copyrighted. So I'm just gonna get ready. Just do my hair real quick at the same time. This is like a heavy topic, so I wanted to make sure like I didn't miss any points. So give me 1 second. This video is a little story time for a time like this. Everything that's going on right now, I'm sure everyone knows what's going on or heard about the George Floyd case. So I am just like speaking on my encounter, the first racist encounter I ever had as a child. So everyone keeps saying, like, or not everybody, there's like a big thing like, oh, it's black versus white. That's not what it is. It's police brutality. That's all it is. It's the racist police. And that could be anyone. It doesn't mean it's white. Just white. So, I just wanted to share my story time on my first time ever experiencing racism. And that was like as a child. I was like 10 years old. And before I get into that story, though, if you guys didn't know, or if you guys don't know, I actually am Puerto Rican and black, African American black. My mother is Puerto Rican and my father is African American. So I actually am the only child from my mother and my father, and I have siblings from my mom and siblings from my dad. So I actually come from a very blended family. Hold on, that smudge in the mirror is gonna bother me, so let me go clean this and then come back. What was I saying? We were talking. Oh, I still see a smudge and I wiped it. I won't look at it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Put this in the background very low, that way I don't get copyrighted. Alright, so yeah, so my sisters are, I'm the oldest of my siblings, so I am the only one that actually is mixed with Puerto Rican and black. My sisters are fully Puerto Rican. Their father's Puerto Rican. And then my brothers, my two brothers, are from my dad, so they are black and white. So I come from a very like mixed family. Like I said, my brothers are black and white, and my sisters are all Puerto Rican, and my other brother's all Puerto Rican as well. I'm the only one that is Puerto Rican and black, and then my brothers are black and white. So my stepmom, I've known her since I was like 2 years old. She is white. Grew up with her family since I was little. It was no issues, no problem. Took me in as their own. I love them. And so I used to go to camp with my cousin. It's actually funny because like before my dad married my stepmom, I was like so excited because I love my stepmom, and her nieces, we used to say like we were best friends. Oh my god, best friends. And then we were so excited when we became cousins, like when my dad and stepmom got married. But so anyway, so we my cousins and I, my stepmom's nieces, we would go to summer camp in the summer. So yeah, because in the summer I would spend the summers like with my dad. So I remember we were at, I won't say where it is, but I went to summer camp. I went there for more than, like, I've been there more than a year. And we're sitting down playing together. I actually don't even remember what we were doing before. I don't remember. I just remember running up to the sand pit and like by the picnic benches where we were sitting down about to play, and my cousin's friend, like, I don't know what she did. She said something to my cousin. I'm not gonna say names, so I'm gonna give her a fake name. So my cousin Courtney. So Courtney pulls me aside like later, like we stopped playing with the girl and I didn't understand why, and then she told me later on that the girl made a comment how she's not allowed to play with black people. So stood up and like said something to her friend, like, you know what, then I can't be friends with you, like that's my cousin, like that. So we stopped playing with her. That's like not exactly what happened, but roughly what happened. I was like traumatized by it and not understanding at the time, like what do you mean, like as a child, you know, I'm just upset, like why doesn't she want to play with me, you know, I didn't do anything to her, what did I do? So to me that was like my first encounter as a child, and it was like upsetting because I just wanted to play, and like as children you don't even know, you don't even realize, like I didn't even understand until I got older what was even going on. Like I told my stepmom, I told them everything that happened, and my cousin, like she actually like stopped being friends with the girl, and it's heartwarming because she could have still kept playing with her and just, you know, we're children, we don't even know, and at that age, no, she didn't. She like stood up for me and said, you know what, I'm not going to be your friend anymore because that's not what I believe, you know, that's not how I feel. And my cousin made sure to continue to play with me and made sure that I felt, you know, that I was okay, and explained that, you know, just because she said that, to not believe it or don't feel bad. And looking back on it as I'm older, it's like, thank you for standing up for me, because I didn't even realize or know what was going on at that time. Thank you for standing up for me, you know. So that was just a little story time from when I was younger, getting I cannot talk today, encountering like, you know, a racial incident. Oh, right now to my hair, I'm just moisturizing it because I'm about to do some twists. But yeah, so now that I'm older, I'm 28 years old, soon to be 29, literally next month. But anyway, so I've encountered it. I encounter it all the time. Like, okay, so the first thing people think of me when they see me is that, first of all, that I have an attitude. And it's like, really? Because I'm like the nicest person you'll ever meet until you, like, you know, I treat you how you, I'm literally the definition of I treat you how you treat me. If you are nasty to me, you're gonna get that same energy back. Like, I don't care who you are. But I'm always nice you know, I'm always nice, and then if you give me a reason to be nasty to you, I will be nasty, but that's because you were nasty to me. I don't just wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna be nasty today, or I'm gonna have an attitude. No, it doesn't work that way. So people see me and the first thing they think, like I said, is attitude. I've had a lot of incidents like, so for you guys who don't know, I'm a waitress. So, where I was working, I won't say where because I think I can get in trouble. But so where I work, I've had incidents where I would go up to the table. Hi, how are you? My name is Yulissa. You know, la da da. Start you off with a drink. Da da da. Okay. So the lady just didn't know the difference between the two drinks. So she asked me what the difference was, and I told her one has the real fruit pieces and one doesn't. That was it, okay. She said actually she wants to put in her whole order right now. Like, she's ready for everything. Fine, no problem. Makes it easier for me. I didn't say this to her, but it makes my life easier that you're ready already. So, okay, so she doesn't even order the drink that she was asking about. No biggie, whatever, So I put her order in, comes out, and now she's saying she was changing her order a couple times. So I always read my order back because that way there's no issue, no problem, right? So read it back. She's like, yeah. Okay. So her drink she needed a drink was coming from the bar. It wasn't an alcohol drink, it was just one of those special drinks. So it comes out, and the next thing I know, my manager's pulling me aside and saying that I have to get a new, the lady wanted a new server, and I'm like, oh, okay, what was the problem? Had no idea. No idea that there was even a problem, but she requested one because she said that I was nasty and had an attitude, and I said, I don't know where at any point I had an attitude. She just asked about a drink, and I just told her how one has real fruit and one doesn't. But okay. So as I'm walking by, whatever, it's not a huge deal. It is what it is. It happens. It happens a lot more than you think. So I get my table transferred. It happens a lot. She just didn't want me to serve her. Whatever, it is what it is. I could say she just didn't want me to serve her, but it was more to that. But I just left it alone. Whatever happens. There's also some other people that come in. They're almost regulars at this point. And they are very, you can tell when someone doesn't want you around them, to look at you, to, they won't make eye contact, they won't smile, they treat you like you are a scum. That. Some people are like, oh no, you're just overthinking. Oh no, once it's done to you, you understand. You can read people, I don't know. But I know I'm going all over the place, but I just had to share a couple of my stories because, like I said, it happens way often, way too much. And for me personally, I do encounter stuff like this all the time, but I don't say anything because the moment you say something, people want to be like, oh, you keep turning everything into, oh, because you're black, because you're black, because you're black. No, how about just open up your eyes and realize what's going on around you, and then maybe, or how about people start doing this, let's switch lives for 24 hours and see the difference. You're gonna see a huge difference on how you're treated. Just saying. I would hate to, I'm gonna find the clip and put it in here. The clip where you have the boy driving with his girlfriend, the car in front of them, they're driving as well. Why didn't they get stopped and pulled out of the car like if they were attacking the cops? They weren't doing that. They were just driving in their car and they were pulled out. Why wasn't the car in front of them? Nothing done. Why did 20 cops go to a car of 2 people and no one stopped the one in front? It's just stuff like that. I don't know. I disagree with all the looting. I don't think we should be stealing stuff and burning stuff down because we already are in a pandemic right now as it is, and now it's just becoming worse and worse. I don't know. I'm just speaking up about this topic, just racism in general, because it does happen all the time. A lot of people just don't say anything about it, but we're tired of staying quiet. So I literally know. I know that. So let me see. I'm 28 now, and I know that my father has had to deal with a lot of things as a part of race and just the police, because this is really not like racist. Like I can't say it's not racist, because it is, but we're not saying like all white people are racist. Oh no, that's not what this is about. What we're saying, the problem is certain police are still, yes, they are, just like the example where they have the white guy who shot up the church. They have him in the bulletproof vest coming out of the church while they're arresting him. Like, why are they peacefully arresting him when he killed 9 people? And you have innocent, not saying they're innocent, but not violent people. They are innocent because they're just, you have innocent people that are losing their lives. For what? Racism is still alive. Like, I don't get how some people aren't seeing, or like, for example, the whole Kaepernick thing. Like, people can really sit there and say, oh, I'm gonna burn all of Nike. He wasn't trying to disrespect you in any way. He was trying to protest peacefully, and it was a problem. So now people are going crazy and rioting, and now it's a problem. So you guys need to pick, like, what is it? Like, I don't understand. Like, you want peaceful or you want crazy? Because either way, you're just portraying the bad anyway. So I mean, come on. I don't know. I'm just tired of it, and I wanted to speak out because it really is bothering me. Like, that the world that we live in is just, nothing's changing. We are changing a little bit over the years. A little bit has changed. A little bit. We have a long ways to go, and we just want to be heard, and we just want it to be stopped. Like, it's not, you act like we're just out here going crazy for no reason. There's a reason. There is a reason. I just pray every day that, this world changes little by little, because this is too much. Like, I have little cousins, and I have cousins and brothers and a father and uncles that we have to worry about every day, because you never know. You really just never know. One traffic stop can be your last day, and you just never know. It's scary. The world that we live in is scary. But, oh, so for example, I want to share this story. It's not my story, but it is my father's. So there was, long story short, he was just riding on his bike down his neighborhood, which he's lived there for years now, and he was riding his bike. He just came home from work, so he just wanted to take a quick ride on the bike, and he had like tin boots on, jeans, and like a wife beater. So he's riding his bike, and long story short, he gets racial profiled. They said, what was he doing in the neighborhood, and how he looks suspicious. Mind you, he lives right down the street, and he said, I live here. His wife had to come out and prove that he lived there. How crazy is that? Like, the world that we live in, like, especially when it's a town that my father grew up in. Like, he grew up in this town. Like, come on. Like, that is just ridiculous, because you have on tin boots and jeans and a wife beater. Like, he's a construction worker, so that's what he would have on. Like, what's the problem? What's the difference? Why did he look suspicious? Because he was riding a bike in his neighborhood? Like, how does that look suspicious? You're not allowed to ride bikes now? This was a couple years ago too, so but it's just like, come on. Like, his wife really had to come out and prove that he lived there? Crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm just doing my hair. I just had to talk on these topics. Like, I know I was a little bit all over the place, but that's only because that's how I feel, all over the place. Like, I'm like, what? Like, I just think every day, I wake up every day and I'm watching these protests and these riots and just everything on social media, and it's like really upsetting. It really is upsetting because I see actually a lot of people supporting, which is great. Love it, see the support and everything. And then there's some people that I realize, like, on my friends list, which I don't know everybody on my friends list, like, whatever. People are just supporting me, and so I just let everyone follow me. So there's some people that I realize I need to get rid of on my friends list just for the ignorance things that they're saying. So I don't appreciate it. I don't want to look at it, so I will just remove. That's all. I won't sit there and bash them or say da da da. Like, it's just, okay, you said how you feel, that's how you feel, and I don't agree or feel that I feel that was ignorant, so I'm just gonna remove you from around me. That's all. Nothing crazy, like, you know, doesn't need to be fighting or any of that. Like, for what? We disagree or have different opinions. That just means I don't have to follow you or watch what you say. Simple as that. Sorry, I'm trying to like do the back. I always get stuck on the back of my head. It's very hard for me to do a big one. So let's see. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on here, tell a few stories. Our lives matter. Our lives matter. They do. Especially black men. Because they are the first targeted. Always. I don't know. You don't know what it is to feel like when you are getting out of your car. Hold on 1 second. I don't want to get copyrighted here. Okay. Come on. Alright. I don't want to get copyrighted. But when you're coming like out of your car before you even get in, let's use for example a restaurant. I'm walking out of my car to go into a restaurant. Server sees me. I don't want to take care of them. Why? Because they're black. I've had people, since you guys know I work in the restaurant, I've had people literally say that, and this is coming from a black person saying this. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people literally just look at you and just judge you instantly. They're judging you by your name on your applications. Like, if Teresa and Tanita were going for a job and Tanita was more qualified, just by her name they're giving it to Karen. Even though Tanita's more qualified, they're like, nah. Correct. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying. So I'm going to keep doing this hair of mine. But I just wanted to, like I said, speak on a few topics because they are heavy topics and things that have been bothering me. Literally, I wake up and I literally am like so upset every day because I'm just like, that could have been my father. that could have been my brother. You know, that could have been my cousin. That could have been my friend. That could have been any of us, you know? Could have been any of us, you know? You just never know. It's a scary feeling to just not know. But I'm gonna end this video. I'm just doing my hair. I'm just doing these twists in my hair. Remember, everybody, hug your loved ones a little tighter. Tell them you love them while you can. Be safe in this world that we live in. And yeah, Lily Yang, ow, ow, ow.